Hey everyone. So today I just decided to do like a more relaxed video, just letting you into my world a little bit, into my life. So you just don't think I'm this person shooting videos about these weird ideologies and all this other stuff. Um, so yeah, like I said in my first few videos when I first started YouTube a couple months ago, ever since I was very small, as long as like I was conscious of myself, so that would be 3, 4 years old, I did not agree with what I was being taught by my parents. So, in effect, I was not ever fully indoctrinated into this religion. The reason I stayed in this religion was obviously family pressure from both sides. My father and mother's side both were witnesses. And I have this very deep love for my fleshly family. So that was the bond basically that kept me doing this. But even with this family bond, the love that I had for my fleshly family, because of everything I see and witnessed from a very young age, there did come a point where I could no longer be associated with this religion or cult. Because as a silent member, for me, I still felt like I was going along with it by still associating and even having the label as a Jehovah's Witness. So if I was to keep quiet and just stay there for the love of my family, I myself would be a hypocrite and I could not do that. So I disassociated myself because there comes a point where not even that family bond and that love can overshadow that deep feeling within myself that I had to get the heck out of there. That's the best way to put it. And for all of those who know what a publisher record is, it's that like record that follows you from place to place, even if you move. If you were to see my publisher record, you would know that the truth wasn't in me because I was not the most exemplary publisher. And it's because when you don't believe something yourself, it is very difficult for you to teach other people that. So for me not believing it, I could not go to these houses and teach other people something that I myself did not agree or believe in. So yeah, my publisher record would actually attest to that. I was never a regular pioneer. I auxiliary pioneered one time, and that was enough. The only interesting thing from that experience was the amount of gossip that went on in those car groups full of women. That was very eye opening to me. I'll just say nothing really is confidential. People talk, elders tell their wives things, and goodness knows they can't keep it to themselves. So I'll just leave it at that. As far as what I like to do, I'm a firecracker. I am. I mean, I sit very, meek here, but I like to dance. I'm very outgoing. I like to socialize and have fun. I love life. I love people. I love the earth. I love animals. Yeah, I do love a lot, but that's me. I'm like one big ball of love. So, yeah, I do things that, women would normally do, but I also do things that men would do. I don't have a belief in gender roles like at all. So I will cook, I will clean, um, I will take care of my children. I have two. They're older. My son will be going to college this fall. So that's why you never see them. They're self sufficient and they hate being on camera or in pictures. So you probably never will see them. That's just my children. So Yeah, I live in New York State. In the home that I live in, actually, I remodeled 90% of it myself. I do carpentry. I know how to lay flooring, pour cement, hang drywall, use a miter saw, all those things. And I know by looking at me, you might not think I can, but I do. I enjoy it actually. I cut the grass. I do landscaping, gardening, all that other stuff because if I don't do it, who else is going to do it? I mean, my son helps me with things around the house too, occasionally, and also my daughter, but for the most part, I have to do both things. So it is what it is, and I don't mind. So, me in these videos, why do I do it? Number one, love. Love for Mother God, who I know without a doubt exists. I don't even need faith. And it's not something that I would just come out on video and be like, blah, this is why. Um, but I don't have to doubt her existence one bit. Is it easy for me to do these videos? Yes and no. Because for me, I know without a doubt I have my own confidence and conviction, but I would love for everyone to be able to, like, I know it sounds weird, but inhabit my body and my mind so you will understand. But that's impossible. So what I have to do is just reason, use scriptures that are still accurate, as well as historical records from the past, the present, and also the future. So everyone can put things together and really see that what I'm saying is not far from the truth because it is the truth. But it is difficult for a lot of people to accept something that is so different from what they've been led to believe for literally thousands of years. I realize that I do. So that's also one of my greatest frustrations is trying to get information across to people that will make sense and be simple. And also talk about the right information at the right time because I'll be honest, I do have to talk about astrology. It's very important to humanity, but it's been demonized also in a lot of religions. It's actually in the Bible. The sun actually lining up with these different zodiac signs is a period of time, which is 2,150 years. And that is very significant, but most people wouldn't know it. But that's also why Jehovah's Witnesses discourage astrology because they do not want people knowing the truth. Okay, what else? I can't think of anything else. My main focus, like I said before, is to teach people about love, how to love themselves, how to stop these divisions that happen for almost any reason in society. If we could all just come together, then once again, evil has no place. It really doesn't. It's a simple concept, but it's one of the hardest things to get across to people. So, yeah, that I really don't have hate in me. I don't. So even for people who say mean things about me or want to be like you're crazy or this, you're that, it really doesn't bother me and I'm not going to retaliate and, call people names or anything like that. It's just not me. It's not in me at all. I reflect the qualities of the true God. It's very simple. So the true God is happy. The true God is love, just, doesn't have biases, just want people to have a good heart. If you have a good heart, you're my type of person. Very simple. All right. So tomorrow I will put out another video that goes more in depth about the true God's view of forgiveness and how she views people, even ones who have done bad things or maybe led a bad or evil life in the past. So that's what I will do tomorrow. Okay. I hope everyone has a great day. Take care. Bye.